Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, as you guys can see, I have a very colorful eye look. Today has been exactly 1 year since the shooting that happened in Orlando at Pulse nightclub, and I don't know, it feels kind of weird. Like, the vibes and the energy are very weird today, same way they were the day and the week after it all happened. And I remember last week we were celebrating Pride at work, and as most of you know, I work at Sephora, and Sephora is a company that's 100% behind their people and 100% just behind people in general. And last year when this happened, our regional manager actually wanted all of us in Orlando to gather and feel okay, and if we wanted to cry, and if we wanted to, you know, feel safe, we could go to this one location. And if you've never lived in a place that a terrorist attack or like some sort of attack has happened, then it's hard to understand, but it's to the point that you're scared to leave your house. I lived at the time about 15 minutes away from the nightclub. I've gone to the nightclub plenty of times. When I was in cosmetology school, you know, I had a lot of friends that were gay. I had lesbian friends, and on Wednesday nights we would always go to Pulse. Like, that was just the place that we went. Like, it's just, I've had a lot of things that I can remember so clearly happen at Pulse, and I just remember always wanting to go because it's somewhere where no one really cared, no one really judged you. Everyone was just happy to be in one place and feel like they weren't the only one. So the fact that, I don't want to cry. The fact that it sucks because it was really sad what happened. The fact that a place that was so judge-free and so happy all the time and so welcoming of everyone got attacked, and so many innocent people died, and it blows my mind because thankfully no one that I knew got killed, but there were a couple people that I knew that were there, and thankfully they made it out alive. But so many people died and so many people got hurt, and it's just so sad. Like, it's so sad. And I can remember exactly when it happened. I remember turning on the news and watching so many videos and the news, and just every minute it was like another body was found and another person died and another name was added. And you know, I was hurting for my friends that had to live it. I was hurting for the people that I didn't even know that lost a brother or a best friend or a boyfriend. One of my closest friends at work, his boyfriend was there and he was killed. So it was just, the feels from that day you can still feel today. Sorry. Oh, my makeup is getting ruined. But yeah, all the energy and just the eerie vibes that we felt that day, you can kind of feel today. God, I messed up my makeup. But that is why I'm wearing my shirt. Sephora made us these shirts that says Sephora Stands, and it has the rainbow on here. So this video is pretty much for anyone that lost their lives, anyone that their family member or their mother, there was a mom that died, sister, cousin, brother, anybody that you knew that died. This video is in tribute to them. This was the exact makeup that I wore last week to work because we did like a Pride theme, and if I was at work right now, this would be the makeup that I'd be wearing because everyone's doing makeup inspired by the rainbow. So I'm just gonna shut up. If you guys want to see how to get this look, then just keep watching. Alright, so first we're gonna go ahead and get started, and we're gonna start off with my eyes. Because this is a very colorful look, I want to do the eyes first and then the complexion later, just so everything doesn't get like super messed up and gross and all of that. So I'm going to go in with a Wet n Wild concealer brush, and all I'm going to do is conceal my eyelids. I'm using this also as my primer, and this is the Nars Pot Concealer. It is the Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and this is the color medium to ginger. I really like this concealer. I definitely don't think it replaces my Shape Tape, like, I won't say that, but I love this for concealing my brows, and I like this for setting my, or covering the color in my lids. I have also used this underneath my eyes, and I definitely don't mind it. Like, I'm okay with it, I like it, but I don't like it more than Shape Tape. So I'm just gonna do this fairly quickly. I use this on clients all the time to carve out under the brows. I'm about to do that now. I'm taking a very, very small amount and I'm just going directly underneath my brow. Like that. And I like to use this because it's not so light compared to like having a super, super light concealer underneath your eyes. And now I'm going to take this Stay Matte powder from Rimmel London, this right here, and I'm just going to use this to set my base. This is in the shade Transparent, so it doesn't really have any color. It just sets it. So now I'm going to go into the Morphe 12P palette. It's a very, very colorful palette, and I bought this palette mainly for looks that we do for work, because we do a lot of colorful looks, a lot of bold, bright, crazy eye looks, and it came so handy for this specific look because I needed all of the colors of the rainbow. So first I'm going to go in with the Morphe M441, which is this one, and I'm going to start off with the yellow shade. This is the exact look that I did from the video that I posted on Instagram. I think I posted it on Instagram and Snapchat actually. And so many people, I was actually surprised because, you know, I wouldn't normally walk around with that many colors on my eyes. I only did it for Pride, for work. And so many people were like, oh my god, you need to film a tutorial on this. So that's mainly why I'm filming it, and I figured what better day than today. Today's just a really sad day in general. It's a really hard day for a lot of people. Now I'm going to go in with this orange shade right here, and I'm going to go in with the Morphe M513. It's a little bit smaller, but still pretty fluffy. And what I'm basically doing is a gradient, so it's going to kind of look like a sunset here. It's going to have red, orange, and yellow, and then under the bottom is where I'm going to put the blues, the greens, and the purples. So this color I'm kind of leaving a little bit lower, but I am going to work it into the yellow. And I like the colors to be extremely saturated, especially for something like this. I definitely want you to be able to see every single individual color that's in there. So I'm starting off pretty light just so I can build up the intensity, but I want it to be extremely intense. I'm going to zoom in even more. But I want all of the colors to fade into each other perfectly. And once I put that orange on, I'm going to dip back into the yellow and just blend in between the orange and my brow bone like that. I wanted it to look perfectly faded like a rainbow does. Like that. And if I was at work today, this would definitely be what I would wear on my eyes. So now I'm going in with Morphe M519. Doesn't want to focus, but it's cool. It's this brush. I already started dipping into the orange, and I'm literally just going to start really intensifying the color. Like this. Like I said, I want everything extremely intense. And I'm also going to use this brush to start packing in the red. And I'm just going to blend right here. Just want to blend that edge. Like that. Now I'm going to take this same brush, the Morphe M519, and I'm going to dip into the red of the palette, which is this one. I love this because it's a very, very, very intense red. And I'm going to start off first by focusing that on the lower parts of the eye and working it into the crease, but then I'm also going to pack this on my lid once I'm done. So I'm starting it like this just so the gradient can be perfect. So this is what the top part of the eye is going to look like. I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild, this little flat brush, and I'm just going to dip into the red just to really, really pack it onto the lid and make sure it is extremely vibrant and very red. I don't want it to look pink. I want to make sure that it looks like red. So now that we're done with the top part of the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the complexion, only because we have to work a lot with color on the bottom part of the eyes. So I'm going to prime my face with the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I hate the way this stuff smells, but I love the way it looks. It smells like the candle that you use to burn to get flies and like mosquitoes away, but it looks so nice on the skin. And then for foundation, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Pro Glow Infallible Foundation in the color 209 Caramel Beige. And because this foundation is so dewy, I'm going to use a foundation brush, which you guys know is very rare for me, but because this foundation has so much glow to it, I don't want to use a beauty blender or like a beauty sponge and it just add more glow. So I'm going to use this Pro Core Diffuser angled brush, the number 95 from Sephora collection. It's angled like this and it buffs foundation and really, really nice. And then I'm going to go over this with the beauty sponge just to help blend everything out. But this foundation brush does a really good job of blending on its own. The color matches me pretty well. My forehead is very, very dark from when I got that sun in Aruba, but from here down it matches me really, really well. And I love this because you can get like all in the corners. And now I'm just gonna go in with a damp sponge and I'm just going to press it in. Like you can see, my skin is so dewy right now. I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about this foundation. Not that this video has anything to do with that. I've been using it consistently for about a week or two. I still don't know how I feel. I've been trying it with different primers and stuff to see what works best, but we'll see. Then I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, and this is in the shade 841 Light Medium Beige. And I'm just going to use that to conceal and highlight. This concealer reminds me so much of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Like the consistency of it is exactly the same. So I didn't think I was going to like it, but I actually do like it. And now I'm just going to set my under eye with the same powder, the Stay Matte powder from Rimmel. And I did another video doing a first impressions full face drugstore video, and I used this powder on my entire face and I did not like it on my entire face, but I really like it under my eyes. And I'm going in with the Sephora collection Matte Perfection powder foundation in the color 36 Golden Fawn. And I'm just using that to set my face. I'm pretty much out of it, but I'm just using it to mattify this foundation because I will look like a mess if I don't. And now I'm gonna go back into my eyes, so I'm gonna bring you right back in. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run this in my lower lash line, and then I'm also going to smudge it underneath there. So and this gives the very intense blue. And I'm going to take my Morphe E36 and all I'm going to do is just smudge underneath here because I'm going to take blue, purple, and green eyeshadows and work under here as well. And now I'm going to go back into the Morphe palette and I'm going to pick up this green right here. Start off with that green and I'm going to just press it really, really close to the inner corner and the lower lash line. So this is what the lower lash part is going to look like in the beginning, and then I'm going to add this darker green. Now I'm going to go in with this blue. Just going to throw it in there. And then I'm going to go into this purple, which is one of my favorite colors. And I'm using the same brush, by the way, for every single part of this. If you don't have this palette, you don't necessarily have to use this specific palette, but I'm going with the Kat Von D Alchemist palette, and I'm picking up the green emerald color. It's a really pretty, like, green reflect shade. Like this. So now for liner, I'm just gonna go ahead and line my lids. I'm not gonna do a wing because I really want all of this to show. So I'm literally just going to line them. That is it. And now I'm going to coat my eyes with some mascara. Now for the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with the Becca and Chrissy Teigen palette. I'm going in with the bronzer, which is Malibu Soleil, and I'm just going to warm up my face. And this is the Morphe E4, by the way. Also going to go into the blush, just on the high points of my cheeks. And for my highlighter, I'm going to use the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. This is another thing, I always forget how pretty this highlighter is until I use it. So here's how it looks with the lashes on. I'm gonna go in with something extremely nude just because I want to keep the eyes the main focus. I'm not trying to take away from the eyes. And I'm gonna be using Max Whirl, and I'm gonna top that with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the color Abu Dhabi. Now I'm going to spray my entire face. And that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope if there's anyone out there that's watching this that's hurting or had a friend or a family member or just anyone period, I hope that you're okay. I hope that your heart is okay. I hope that you feel okay, and I hope that if you want to cry, you cry, and if you want to be angry, you're angry. And I just hope everyone heals. I really do, because this was a really shitty thing that happened to us. Like, a really shitty thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.